Hello there and welcome. It's time for another battle report on Tabletop Simulator. This time I'm going to be trying a couple of the new boxes as well as the rescue box, which I haven't tried yet. So for this match, I've got the rescue box, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker with Han and Chewie, and pairing them with the Lando box. Now I'm going to switch which primary goes where because Lobot has the battlefield calculations ability where if someone finishes basically a move of some sort on their activation within two of him, then they make a focus action, and that pairs well with Leia, who, when she makes a focus action, um, she gets a dash, and she's also got innate sharpshooter 2. So if she takes a dash or does a move um, near Lobot, she's going to get an extra dash and her focus. So that's a nice pairing there. Not sure how optimized it's going to be. There's that one interaction, but just going to get the cards on the table here. They'll be bringing 5 force, and I've deployed Lando on the left, Leia on the right. We're going to be doing shifting priorities. Haven't played that one for a while, and it seems like there's a decent amount of movement on this side, so might be able to help us take that midline there. On the other side, we have Veers box, so General Veers with Snowtrooper Lieutenant and Snowtroopers. Seems like they have kind of early versions of the cards, so that one's pretty clear. But Veers is a little fuzzy there, but well, especially the combat tree stance cards, but that's alright. That's probably the worst one. Well, yeah, the stance cards aren't great, but that's alright. And then I've heard about the pairing with Thrawn, and I've been playing Thrawn a decent amount, so try out the full Stormtrooper swarm on the Imperial side of things. Now, it looks like from Veer's ability that you finish setup, so prepare for a service attack. At the end of setup, before shuffling your order deck, choose an allied Stormtrooper unit, and then place that chosen unit's order card in reserve. Then each character in the chosen unit may dash. And it seems like setting up the mission, the objectives, the terrain, that's all part of setup, as well as revealing the first uh, first card in the mission deck. So with that, I'm going to assume that happens before. I played it as happening before he decides who goes in reserve. And a lot of people are saying it's good to put Stormtrooper Sergeant in reserve because then he, for one thing, gets a dash, so then his advance is more useful. Also, you can make sure he's used at a time where he's not going to be kind of a dead draw, like potentially late in the struggle. But but because of the orientation, and there was some weird deployment going on over on Veer's squad, I decided to give the dash to the snowtroopers. So this one was on the ground, so we dashed up the ingress. This one was over here. There's something invisible kind of preventing him from sitting there properly. But anyway, dashed him forward, and then if I can get some sort of advance, say if Stormtrooper Sergeant goes, then maybe they can advance forward and be contesting these points. Now this point is seeming like it might be a little bit of a first to the top, or King of the Hill type situation. The ladder is on this side, so this map might be a little bit skewing to one side of the board. I knew that deployment looked better from this side, but now that I'm looking at who can get where with what out of activation movement, definitely an advantage on that center point there. This side does have the ladder straight up to this level, which I don't think the other side has, but that's probably compensating for the fact that this ladder is also further away. I mean, they got 2 steps up here, but I put Luke on this side because he does have a climb on his active ability grappling hook, so that might help him get over to this objective better. Rebels are going to go first. The Empire is also going to be bringing 5 force because of Thrawn only brings 2, so let's see how it goes. And we're getting the dreaded first activation of Lando. So, because part of his ability, Sabak Shift, once per turn, when you reveal this unit's order card, this unit may gain a condition it does not have. If it does, refresh to force and shuffle this unit's order card back to your order deck. Then reveal the next card in your order deck. If a unit card is revealed, it cannot be put in reserve. So you would want to be using that after you've used some force to refresh some, because otherwise you are just throwing a condition on him in order to shuffle him back in. He does have some movement he can give out, so he can give someone a dash. They have to be within 4. That also doesn't really get us to the middle, though. It doesn't have inactivation movement that can get him up the board really well. Unless he give himself the dash. So, I think we are gonna give him probably a disarm and shuffle him back in, unfortunately. And hopefully we don't get him again. It's Luke. Okay, Luke can give himself or another spy a reposition. Do we get Leia into the board? She's got decent movement. He was a spy. So because his order card was revealed, I can give a scoundrel the rebel tag. So I'd give it to Han and Chewie. Now a second order card was revealed, so I can give it to Lobot, make him a rebel. Thing is now, the advances don't actually get anywhere. Let's see. Well, he's not a spy though, so I can't give it to him. Yeah, I can't give any more out. We are going to want to be kind of first to the point here. Leave Han behind there. So, yeah, let's give Chewie the reposition. So we want to be getting to that middle point, and then if anyone gives out a dash, then he's up there. Luke is going to take his advance, move action. There. And then we will do our climb. So that'll cost a force. And also get a hunker. So we can get up there. Body block that a little bit. So that will, he has another action left. Could be taking a shot. Is a little further ahead. Why not? See, I could have been sitting up here. So yeah, we actually sit in range. The Snowtrooper and take a shot. They will get an extra die on defense because of being in reserve. He gets 6. And they get also 6. So 2 and 1. Expertise, another 2, so 4 and 1. And that'll be 4 blocks. So 1 crit getting through for 2 damage. And then he will get, oops, that. They will have that one. And that's the rebels. Now, Snowtroopers. Dash. Don't know that he can actually climb to get up there. If he can take an advance. He might be able to get to that center point already. Advance there, dash down there, and be first to the top on that. Thing is, they don't. This guy. Because, yeah, we need the climb action to go up. But he could sit at the bottom. Maybe try to shoot. I don't know, what are their shoves like? 3 and 4. So not likely to get the shove off. But no one else also is in dash climb range. I wonder if he could go. Maybe he can also go that way. And then he'd at least be up there. It'd be nicer to get those 2 points, but But if he's up there, then he can, yeah, move over. But yeah, that's so. Start of this unit's activation, it may suffer damage if it does remove condition. So they don't have any conditions, so we won't do that. We'll do an advance. There, climb up. And then he will do an advance. And they'll do their assault tactics. Take a damage to get a focus. And so he's going to dash down and then up here. Oops, they're toggled, aren't they? Alright, there we go. He's going to sit up there. He's going to dash up here. And then start with his shot on Luke. So Luke is hunkered, but at a lower elevation than him. We won't get the cover from terrain. They have sharpshooter and their focus, so 7. Luke gets 4, 5. Oops. Two expertise, crit and a damage. So 2 and 1, 3. 1 expertise, 1 block. So crit and a damage for 2 damage. Yeah, I figured they were very likely to be shoving, but we'll see what the second one does. Oops. Two expertise, crit damage again. Oh, 1 block, but crit to hit, so 2. Well, so they'll all be hits. So 4 minus 2, 2 at damage. So that's 3 damage and pin. Or 2 damage, 2 heals. Heals might be nice. Yeah, I think we do the 2 heals, so it'll be 2 damage to him. And so I'll flip that for 2. Back to the rebels. Han and Chewie. Okay, so he can maybe go over there now. What do they got? They can do a dash. One of them can do a dash. And then if they're engaged, the chosen character may dash, which either gets them a disarm or expose. Position on after the combat action. Right. So do we want to be using 2 on their turn? You could, because what I'm thinking is that they move. He moves towards that one. Han moves towards this one. They both shoot at him. Yeah, they got shoves on one. It's likely to push him off. And between the two abilities, they could, the other reposition could go there, dash. Oh, he's there. Well, no, he could probably just use a dash to get there. He could get a reposition to go there. You know, let's do it. We're trying them out. Let's see what we can do here. So, move him there. And him over there. Maybe we're committing too hard to this side, but Luke's got that already. Yeah, we'll see what happens. He might already be in range. So yeah, we don't need both abilities. Even better. Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna attack first. Created kind of a dead zone on this. Maybe he should attack first. So then I can shove him down. Yeah. So 7/7. Either way. Oops. And they are not in reserve, so they only get 5. Ooh. 1 and 3 expertise. 3 expertise is at least a crit and 2 hits, so 4 successes. Yeah, other block 3. So just the 1 crit getting through, but that will be a hit, or damage and a shove. Down there. Follow up. That won't matter too much. There. And then he's gonna shoot. Same thing. Four hits. 6 hits. 3 expertise, 2 blocks. But I didn't mark the damage. That was 3 expertise. Yeah, 2 blocks. So 4 will get through on that. They have 6 health left. So top track would be 5. And we do pin and 2 shoves. So I think we will do that. 5 pin, 2 shoves. Follow up, of course, because that's going the wrong direction. And after the combat action, spend a force and get a reposition. He's sitting up there, and that'll be 4 points for the rebels. Didn't quite get the wound to get that refresh, but oh well. I still did what we needed. So, Empire's turn next. Got a battle tactic. A Galactic Empire supporting unit or secondary unit. Each character may dash, then lose their hunkers. Or they can push. Oh, they have to be engaged. Push 2 away. Suffer 3 damage. So yeah, that one's engaged. We give dashes to. We could dash him. Oh yeah, we could dash. Well, they're pinned. Secondary a dash. I think that's going to be easiest to take. Maybe we give the Stormtrooper Sergeant a dash to get him moving into the board. There. And then Lieutenant. So he can choose a Galactic Empire supporting unit, remove a condition, and then dash. So we get to remove the condition from them, give him a dash. Let's see. Problem is he isn't really going to get up there. Because, yeah. Luke does have damage on him. There's 3 left. So, yeah. I think we do that. So we'll get rid of the pin. Dash him over. And then try to wound. It's not within 5 though, so we can't just focus and shoot. But oh yeah, I could get extra dice off him. 1 extra die. Not the same as the focus, but let's take our advance. And I guess, do we go towards the ladder maybe? Yeah, so that our auto activation movement can maybe get us at least up there, start us moving over. And so then Stormtrooper Sergeant will use Coordinated Offensive. I'll add a die to the attack for 7. Luke does have a hunker. Oh, he's engaged now, so he loses his hunker. So that's nice too. 4 at range. So, 2 crits, and 3 is a 3rd crit. Hit and strain. Nice. So that'll be 3 and 1 and strain. He gets 2 blocks, so if the 3 get through, we need 3 damage. Could do a shove and reposition. Or expose. We get a heal, so we'll heal that. We get our 3 damage. And oh, wait. He doesn't lose his hunkers when he's engaged. So he actually gets 2 more dice because of hunker and the terrain. So let's back up here a second. Almost missed that. Okay. It's 2 more fails, so same thing. He's going to be wounded. And yeah, I'll throw another condition on just to make it so he has to decide between 2 conditions when he wakes up. Right, and if he uses the reposition, that'll get him up here. And then you can do a take cover action for his reactive, because that's off a combat action. Actually help him get in range. Let's see. No, not in range, but pretty close. So he gains hunker. And then that'll flip that. And get us 2. So that'll land us on the middle. Momentum to both sides. And we're back to the rebels. So we're getting a Lobot. He can give a scoundrel a dash, and then an enemy within 3 of that allied character gains pin or disarm. If he could get within 3 of, yeah, he could definitely get within 3 of Stormtrooper Sergeant. So just plop him in there and pin him, which they do not like that. He's not within 3 to get rid of that with the lieutenant. Now, what is Lobot going to do? You can have a scoundrel secondary or support dash and do a 5 dice attack. He doesn't really get any extra self movement, so but we can lock down a point. That would be interesting. If he could get within in contesting range of that, then even if they push Han off and get up there, they can't take it back because he's contesting at the bottom. So they'd have to wound and remove Han. With both of them, basically. If I can actually do that. The other options, of course, going over to where Chewie is. I don't know if I can actually make it, though. I think he can take cover. Maybe. That will be the easier one to take. I would just really nail that one down. If Lobot goes there. Well, he's already difficult enough. And this squad hasn't gone yet, so I think we do have... We do have him go towards the one that chews on. Oh yeah, you can definitely get there then. But there. That's gonna make that hard to take for him, for them. He can give within 4. Yeah, so can't give them the dash. Give him a dash and 5 dice attack. That's interesting. We could actually, yeah, he could actually steal that point. So yeah, let's do that. So that'll cost 1. So Chewie will dash. And then I guess I should have had Stormtrooper Sergeant jump up here so this wasn't so easy to take. And then do 5 dice attack. He is contesting the active objective, so I can do the 5 dice attack on him. So that's the way that Lobot's able to extend his reach a bit. 5. Got a good attack as well. Crit 2 hits. Block and expertise. 2 blocks, so 1 crit. So do 2 damage or a shove and a damage. So I think we just shove him a little farther. Oops. Further back. And 1 damage. Could do a follow-up technically. Whoop, what is happening? There we go, I guess. Alright, send the Wookiee at him. So that'll flip that. That is 4 points. For them. Nice turn for Lobot there, getting an objective flip that I wasn't expecting. So Empire is going to have to answer back here. We're getting Thrawn. So what's Thrawn going to do? This might be a time to do the reserve and reposition. Spend a force. They have to remove a condition from themselves or damage. He doesn't have any damage, but then I can have a reposition here. At least tie up the point so that at least someone else can come up and flip it. And we'll see who's next. Veers. So, start of your activation, Allied Empire Galactic Empire secondary unit or Stormtrooper unit. One character may dash. So I could dash a Stormtrooper up there. The other ones, yeah, they got that. You could go that way, but not really going to reach that point. See, I think we give this Stormtrooper a dash. This one's close enough. Yeah. All right. So we'll move him up. So I'll take back that point. There. And then, so you can tell another one to dash. Okay, so he's gonna do a move action. Right there. Then his attack is range 5. I want the shove. Do I need to? No. Yeah, I can shove him over there. So, yeah, I want to stay on this side. So 7 dice. Into Han and Chewie, they've got 4. So crit 2. So 3 and 1. 3 blocks. 4 blocks. So just the one. One crit. One crit is getting through. So we do get the damage and shove. So shove him that way. Now the problem is getting someone up there. And also trying to attack him. Wonder. He's not within 4. Right? Yeah. It would have to be him. I could give him a dash to get rid of the pin. Yeah, it's the tackle network thing, right? Yeah. It's Stormtrooper support. So dash there. Yeah, I did 1 damage. So they're definitely not going to do another 9, but yeah, their shoves aren't great either. But do pay for it, do the dash. Tied. And 5 days attack. See if we can get that shove through. Probably not. Yeah, if only he could get in range as well. 5 dice. A lot of expertise there. Okay. Oh, but that is crit, a damage, and a strain. Blocks are going to cancel that out. 2 blocks and a heal. So going to heal off the strain. So 2 damage. That. And so that will remain tied. Unfortunately. But okay, at the end of this activation, choose an objective. Each enemy character within 2 may dash. Then each enemy within 2 of the chosen objective suffers 3 damage, and each allied unit within 2 suffers 1. Well, I don't really want to do a damage to him, and if I give them a chance to dash, he can just go back up. So that's not a great option. No one's contesting that. I think we pretty much have to pick this. So we want Lobot to take 3 damage. I mean, we want to keep him contesting for sure, so I think we actually use the dash to just sit right on top. But we will suffer 3. So no, or that one will flip. So again, we're getting only 2 and a momentum. Back to the rebels. And they get Lando, so what do we want Lando to do? Do we want to refresh T-Force? Because we've got Lando doesn't really use any. 3 left. So Leia, Shatterpoint, and Wingard. 2, 3. So I think we gain expose and shuffle him back in. Oh yeah, because technically we've got 4 activation, but one of them's his, so we do have to shuffle. And we get him again. So I have to go with him. We did refresh 2. Yeah, we can give a scoundrel. It doesn't really matter. So Star's activation. Choose a scoundrel within 4. So we can give it to the Wingguards or leave it on himself to get the dash. Dash, remove all conditions. So I can give all the conditions to the Wingguard. Or I could just choose myself and get the free dash. Because then I could potentially get up there. Yeah, it does have a shove on one. Oh, that's actually better. More dice. So yeah, I think we just leave it on him. Take the dash to get up here. And then do a climb. Don't really want to be engaged because it's better. Yeah, range is better there for sure. Yeah, Snowtroopers, they only have 2 health left. So yeah, if I get 1 through, is disarmed, but as long as I can get 1 through, yeah. So yeah, it's disarmed, so you can't really weigh the expertise here. We do want the dice. More dice is better. To be able to do the shove would be nice though, because that's what's going to get us in range. Yeah, we need the shove to get in range. It will be enough. It's 8 on 5. Okay, 2 is 1. 2 blocks. Lose the expertise. He is Rebel Alliance, but he is not hunkered, so that doesn't work. All right, so just the crit getting through for 2 damage, which will get the wound. Because yeah, the damage and shove won't be enough. He's gotta get in range, but because yeah, the shove, I don't think I can get between the crates and Luke there. Well, yeah, because then he'd be on the terrain still. So, do we do the shove to get him in range, or the wound? We're not flipping the point either way, so let's get the wound. It's not disarmed anymore, so I'll add a momentum. And yeah, so then we'll get the 3 points. So still very close to winning struggle 1 here. What do we want Thrawn to do? Thrawn could definitely get up to that middle point. However, we know... Oh, I missed a Leia trigger. Because yeah, Luke was wounded, so she should have gotten a dash. Not close enough for the attack, but could give a hunker to... Does it have to be another unit? Another, yeah. To the wing guard. So yeah, we'll just kind of move her into the board a bit. And that'll get a hunker. Not that it's gonna matter. Okay. So yeah, Thrawn. What's Thrawn want to do? throw conditions back at us. Have a double shove. He's got a bunch of shoves on that side. That's only if I actually get further down the tree. But that easy is 5 damage. Yes, probably want to stick with this side. Yeah, and then we can do melee. Sure. Okay. So we'll go with Thrawn. And Thrawn will... I think you can just do the reposition. And get 3 extra dice. That'll cost a force. It's 10 dice. Focus for 11. Unless I want to do... So I want to do a move action at the end. I mean, if I get far enough, I can take the reposition on the tree. So let's do a focus for 11 dice. And Lobot has 5. Oh, 7 expertise. Okay, so 2 crits and a pin. The pin, 2 expertise, block and disarm. So he will gain disarm. So 2 crits, 3. So 3 blocks get blocked. Hits get blocked. So I'm only getting the 2 crits from the expertise. So that is... I guess we do the 3 damage and strain. So then if he does anything like battlefield calculations, then he'd become wounded, at least, I guess. So yeah, that was not great. But that's Thrawn, I guess. And so we will get 2 points and a momentum. Being on the other side still. And so Rebels will be winning this struggle. Get Leia. I don't know that we want to go with Leia, but also the other options include the Shatterpoint. I mean, it could be Wingguard, but also don't want to end up with the Shatterpoint here. Wingguards are still sitting on that point if it's active. I think we get Leia maybe into the middle of the board, and then if we Shatterpoint her, she can access the other points. So tactic, alliance or spy. Each character gets a dash. So we could dash him. Dash Lando up here. Yeah, let's get him to the middle. Like midline here. And then I can get a hunker, but that doesn't matter. Then she can do a move action. And go there. So she can King of the Hill here. And she can do her ability. Give someone a dash. And then heal on probably. What dash? What if we dash Luke down over here? And we'd set up the strain. Okay, heal off that. Dash, get rid of the pin on him. Let's do. Yeah, let's dash Luke. Because that point's not protected. Maybe he gets a. Maybe he gets the Shatterpoint. So let's set up the strain. And she can get an attack. So I mean, we don't need to get the wound right now. So maybe we attack someone else. She's range 5, right? Yeah. So attack Veers. Not Stormtrooper Sergeant. Not Thrawn. It's basically Veers' squad. Let's see. Shoves. Yeah. Let's throw a shot into Veers. Well, yeah, we don't really want to wound and set off Thrawn's shenanigans here, so maybe we do attack. Snowtrooper Tenant is engaged. Just barely not. So we would still be hunkered. But he doesn't get the extra one from the terrain. So 6. And Leia is also rolling 6 dice. So 2 is crit and a hit. So 2, 3. Oh, 3 expertise. 2 blocks. So 3 getting through. So that could be 5 damage. Disarm. And a shove. Now he can take. Yeah, oh no, he's not a trooper. He's a stormtrooper, not a trooper. So he can't actually turn the condition into a damage. Yeah, so he's gonna stick with 5 damage and disarm. And that'll be Leia's turn. Get 3 points. and win the struggle. So, both, no. So Lando has that point. Thrawn and Lobot are tied over here. And no one's got, that one's tied. No one there. No one there. I think we gotta pick that one. So that's tied, and no one has those. Rather than tied, Wingard, two of them tied, and then Wingard having one on. So, Empire's turn. Let's see what we're doing. Roll. Expertise, so this one. And it's Stormtrooper Sergeant. So he is pinned. So he's not going to be getting very far. Well, he could recover and move over there. What's his card say? While this unit is not wounded, your opponent cannot remove your control token from an objective that one or more characters in this unit is contesting. So he doesn't have his token there yet, so I can take that point if I just advance. He gives a advance to only a supporting unit, though. So he can't. I mean, I can send snow troopers that way, but they're wounded, so that's not going to work. I can send them. Yeah, be nice to be able to get that point, is the thing. We've got battle tactic. Stormtroopers and Shatterpoint left. So Stormtroopers could also take that point. Can't really get that. Shatterpoint would help, or the battle tactic. I think we throw him in reserve, and it's the battle tactic. So you can give someone a reposition. They just get a strain after. So I can. Yeah, I think the best option is just give him that move. He will become strained, but then I've got the priority objective. Then either be picking Stormtroopers or Shatterpoint. So get the Shatterpoint. If I had Snowtroopers go, one could go there, and the other could probably get over there. But I'm not sure if I really want them being removed from the board. Just have Grand Admiral. Just have Thrawn. Wound Lobot. Their option. We'll give Leia a dash, but is that close enough? No, I think she'd be out, but give an attack as well. Yeah, let's have Thrawn go. It's going to be Stormtroopers. So we kind of want that force for the Stormtroopers to get somewhere. But it shouldn't take much to wound Lobot. 2 health. Yeah, so just move. Over here so that we can't get shoved off by Leia. She does her attack. We'll go in this little corner here where we can't be shoved. And we'll, oh yeah, because we're covered. Oh, we just need 1 step. So 7 dice on 5. Disarm. Ah, 2 crits. Nice. Ooh, 1 expertise. Ouch. That will do a block and a disarm again. So, but 5 successes getting through, full 3. So I could shove. I mean, the reposition's not going to do anything. So, shove, strain, expose. Let's do. Oh, it's just strain again. But it doesn't matter. So, strain, expose, wound. He gets disarmed again. Reposition. Yeah, does not let disarm. But we will give him a shove. What is happening? It's not there. Okay. And then, of course, off the wound. Then Leia will get a dash. She's in range. Yeah, just that. If she was in range, then I would have put her on ground level to tie the point, but she is not. So she will do a 5 dice attack. On Thrawn. Two expertise. Block and crit to fail. Just 5 hits, so 4. Jeepers. Okay. 4 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Disarm for 8. And a shove. So the shove will actually, oops, come on. I don't know. What's the angle here? Yeah, I think he's just gonna bump into that. But follow up on the shove can actually get her in range, which will tie that point. Leia doing Leia things. After that, she can give someone a hunker. Another ally. Yep, okay. Um, so whatever. Lobot gets a hunker. Not that it matters. That one. And that's a tie. That one for 2. All right, and 1 for the wound. Okay, so not the best Shatterpoint. Thought I was safe from Leia tying that point, but if she just gets 4 successes on a 5-dice attack, then I guess that changes. Even 3 would have got her there. So let's see. We're getting the Shatterpoint. Let's see what the priority is. It's that one again. We could wake Luke up, but it's gonna be hard for him to shove Veers away. See, I need a lot of shoves. Probably 3 shoves to get him out of there. Is that corner? Well, actually, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, 1 shove might work. Need to be 3 down his tree or get 3 expertise. Possibility. Chewbacca. Yeah, I can't go through there. You have to do a climb. Then the reposition happens after the combat action, so he's not going to be able to shove him off. Wingard. I mean, they could get those 2 other points. That'd put it on the 0. And the Wingard's going to go again. Could wound Thrawn here. We've got 2 activations left and 1 force. But it's just Stormtroopers left. So yeah, they would probably just reshuffle. If Han Chewie does go, and then because he can probably move, reposition, take a shot at Lieutenant. He can move in there. Could wound Thrawn. Want to. I mean, it makes it hard to flip that point. Might make it a too struggle match if we go that route. Yeah, let's go Han and Chewie. So we're gonna do a move action. sure we can actually shoot at him. Yeah, easily. Okay. And then he's going to dash to the ingress point and down. What's going on with him? There. And so we'll do the attack on Stormtrooper Lieutenant first. So that'll be 7 dice. Into Lieutenant 5. Same thing. Three expertise again. That'll be 2. Oh, he does get 2 more from Huckerman. So ugh, 4 expertise. That doesn't help. So 2 blocks, 3 and 2 successes. Oh, no expertise there. Okay. 2 successes through, or either 3 damage and a shove. What do we need? We need 4 damage, of course. Or 1 damage, shove, disarm, heal. Now 3 damage and a shove. So we won't get the wound. But we will shove him off. I think. No, because the angle's not right for that. So shove him to the edge. And yeah, that's it. That attack. And then the other one, Chewie's going to attack Thrawn. So 5. Should I be switching sides? Yeah, it's probably too late for that. They're pretty similar anyway. One more die. So, yeah, 5. And, yep, 7 in melee as well. Expertise. Crit and hit, so 4 and 2. My goodness. Okay. I think he has to crit to fail. Yeah. So that's gonna block all the hits for this one. So 3 getting through. So we can do disarm again, or pin, or heal. Let's heal 1. Shove doesn't really matter. Bump him into Lobot here. And fall up. Oopsies. There we go. And yeah, we healed, so he gets disarm, which is just another damage. So we will wound him. Add a momentum. Oh, we actually recover a force. Oh, and get a heal. So they'll be full health. And then that's after a combat action. Or after all attacks have been resolved. Oh yeah, we're still in the second attack being resolved step. So he becomes wounded, so I can refresh my order deck, which I will do. Get all my force back. And then that's how that happens over there. So now he will spend a force to get a reposition for Han. And he will sit over there. And so that will be ours. That will be ours for 2. Hit the middle, add a momentum each. And it's back to the Empire. And we got Thrawn. Let's do priority. Fail. The one that Han is on now. I don't think we have enough to threaten that point because Thrawn would have to push and or wound 2 people to get that point. So that's not really happening. Throw him in reserve. Stormtrooper Sergeant. So he yeah, that might well, yeah, he'd have to get a shove. Advance. This Stormtrooper gets an advance. So now it's 1, 2, 2. Range, yeah. And then he's gonna have to recover the pin. They suffer damage. And then he will take a move action. Is he actually getting in range though? He can sit normal. He's not. How much closer can we get? Like, can't basically. Okay. Yeah, so that's Stormtrooper Sergeant. He literally can't do anything. Can give out a pin or a disarm. Does that help at all? No. Yeah. Okay. So 1 point on that. This is not looking good for the Empire. Back to the Rebels. They're gonna get wing guards. Priority, expertise, that one. Wing guards aren't gonna do anything about that. So I want to do the move action first. So there. Or if we should send this guy kind of this way. This point on him. Let's get close enough to wound Lieutenant, though. Are they range 4? Yeah. He just needs 1 damage. So you need to get 2 down the tree. Salt. So oops. Press place first. Okay. I turned auto toggle off, right? Auto raise. Come on. What are you doing? There we go. Come on. Sometimes. Not turn it off. What is happening? There. Put him there. Okay. Okay. So. Not. They lose their hunger. And so do is gain focus. So 6 dice into Stormtrooper Sergeant because we want to pin him again. So 6 dice. He's got a 5. My expertise is 2 hits, so 6. 5 is 1. So we get a pin through. Alright. Oh yeah, he gets a dash. I want to keep him within 4. So go there. And then same thing. He is hunkered though, so I'll give him 7. Two is 1, so 4. But we're getting 2 crits. So that will do the pin and 2 damage that we need. To get the wound on him. And yeah, I'll leave him there for 2. All right. Empire. So they need to roll for priority. It's the expertise which they have, which is lucky. All right, now we're sitting. Yeah, now we're sitting 3 and. Now we're sitting 3 and 1. So Thrawn's still not. And it's 3 different units, so it's not helping that math. Let's see. Shatterpoint. So what do we do here? Could have Snowtroopers. go, but they need to push him off. They need to like double shove him. Their shoves are on 3. We really can't do anything about this point. It's unfortunate because yeah, they need to double shove him, but that would require each of them to get 3 through. Not very likely. Or they wound. That's 10. That's not likely as well. And then, I mean, Stormtrooper Sergeant can get them both to move on. Everybody moved on, so that'd be 3 on 3, and then he just needs to shove somebody off. Wing Guards, of course, have Steadfast. Basically, yeah, I'd have to go with the shove on Leia. So, Stormtrooper Sergeant shooting into Leia is not amazing either. He also needs to recover the pin. Oh yeah, I could. Oh, because I'm engaged with. I'm engaged with Chewie. Yeah, so he can't attack Leia. Empire team is just really not flying on all cylinders here. Very much stumbling over itself. As Stormtroopers do, I guess. Yeah, because if he just wakes up, moves everybody. Can he do a take cover action to get in range of? Of course not. See, he literally can't get in range of Leia without doing a move action. Just perfectly placed. I guess we just try to tie up this point for now so that Thrawn can actually do something next activation. Yeah, because I think we gotta go with them. So they will. He gets a Stormtrooper dash. He gets an advance. And then he has to heal the pin. And then he can dash. So that'll be three on three there. So that doesn't flip anything. And we get our 2 points. So again, not the greatest Shatterpoint, but I already went with him, yeah. So, and I had to do it to get him on the point, I guess. They get to refresh. They get Luke. Luke is, of course, right by the objective that we don't have. So he can wake up. That one. And he can give himself a reposition. No one else really needs it. So he can reposition there. Now, do we take cover for the rerolls or do we focus? I think we focus. I mean, the hunkers do give him a benefit. If he's engaged. Two rerolls an extra die. Let's just do the focus. So 7. Yes. And he has 5 in melee. Ooh, 3 and 2. It's a block and a heal, so 4. Expertise is 2, so 1 gets through for 2 damage, which goes down to 1 damage. So might have been better to reroll there. Let's see. Yeah, there's the 2 crits. I mean, it still doesn't get you there. I mean, depending what the 1 less die rolled. Anyway. Oh, okay. So, I'm not going to flip that, but I get my 3 points. And send it back to the Empire. So, block. So priority is that one. So now just waking up Thrawn will be enough to flip that point. So let's do that. And what else do we want to accomplish here? Trying to wound the wing guards. Trying to wound Leia. She's not great in melee. Just put a bunch of damage into Leia. Try to shove her off. I don't think I want to pay 2 for the extra 3 dice. So yeah, 7 dice, well 8 if I focus. Yeah, so do 8 dice. She has 4 in melee. So one is, I just, no, wait, remove this. So one is a crit and a pin. So 2 and 2, pin, 2 blocks, 1 expertise, third block, so she gets a heal. So 2 crits is shove, 2 damage and strain. She'll heal off the strain, so 2 damage. And shove. Stay down. Come on. There we go. And he can't really go anywhere with the follow up. Does that even get her off? Yes, it does. Okay. So. Yeah, let's switch sides. And that will flip that, because now it is 4 to 2 finally. So that'll be 3 points. And back to the rebels. Lobot. Let's see what the priority is. Is she scoundrel? No. Oh, hold on. Oh no, you have to choose an allied scoundrel. I thought maybe you could choose a Rebel Alliance character, but that does not work. I was gonna see if I could get Leia. What is happening right now? I think she was about there. Yeah, okay. Stay. You can choose a scoundrel to dash. So he wakes up. It's 3 on 4. He can dash, but he's not gonna make it there. Or their shoves like 3. I wonder if I could shove. He can shove Stormtrooper Sergeant and then get the wing guard to shove the Stormtrooper off. Shoves like, what's this? Yeah, shove on 1. Nice. Not so good on theirs, but give it a try anyway. He's gonna wake up. He can give a scoundrel a dash. So we could use that to remove the pin. Oh yeah, when he wakes up, he's gonna get rid of the strain. Just like that. Yeah. Okay. Now he can move and attack, but he doesn't really need it, I don't think. It's like it just. Oh, come on. Yeah, I could just shove him that way. I just do enough focus focus and attack. And then, yeah, okay. All right, we have a plan. So pokes and attacks, which would be seven dice. Into 5. Just 1 expertise, block 3. 3 expertise is crit and that hit, so 1 crit. I think 1 crit's getting through. Yep. 1 crit getting through, but that will be a shove and a damage. So we can shove him that way. Oops. Yep. And damage. Oh yeah, he could. I'm gonna pin him as well. And then from the tactic, because I gave the dash to him. Then we tactical networks, that will cost 2. Security network. That will allow. Oh, I could pick Chewbacca for this. Yes, okay. Even better. And they will attack Stormtrooper. So 2 expertise, crit and a hit, so 2 and 2, 3, 4 blocks, 2 crits getting through. So that'll be 3 damage and a shove. I should have another damage from that second reposition, I think. Second advance. So 5 and a shove. There. So 1, 2, 3 against 2. That'll be mine. 3 points. There. Decent turn from Lobot. Back to the Empire. Fail. The point that we are not likely to touch. Battle tactic. Support or secondary gets a dash. This would be so that they don't have to use any force. They're already where we need to be. I've already got that. So yeah, I think we give the Snowtroopers dashes. Start moving them towards that. Hope to get that at some point. Remove their hookers. Let's see what's next. Stormtroopers. Right, Lobot's not wounded, so we can't. We have to push him off or wound him in order to get that point. He's exposed. 8 health. Reserve for free. And give him a reposition on, but condition. That's only tied, and there's no way of getting Stormtrooper Sergeant back on. To get a back battle tactic. We really need to get the priority point, so I think we throw them in reserve. And what's this thing? Yeah, when they're in reserve, they add a die to their defense. Let's see what's next. Stormtrooper Lieutenant. So, remove the pin. Damage. Supporting unit. So you remove a condition. They may dash. So use this to give him the dash. That's tied. And then so he wakes up. Yeah, I would have to wound him. Or I'd have to push him off and get down there. So you can do. He's not engaged with Lando, I don't think, so you can do a move, a full advance. Doesn't have any self-movement though. Excuse me. You can get a take cover, so he basically needs to get a shove and then do a take cover, which will cost a force now. Oh, but it's another Stormtrooper unit. So that doesn't even work either. Well, we'll do an attack, see if we shove them off. Even though we're disarmed. Oh my gosh. This is not looking good. Six dice. So we really need to make room. 2 expertise. Blocks, 3 blocks. Expertise. He's disarmed, so nothing happens. And I can't do dogged assault. So I think we just lose at this point. Because we get 1 in a momentum. Already fail, which is the same spot, so I need to either flip that point or get a wound. I could wound the Stormtroopers. So let's see, we get the Shatterpoint, so you can either, well, can Lando get there? I don't think he's engaged with anyone. He's not wounded, yep. So you could do an advance. I think I have to do the take cover first. So yeah, take cover. I should do his thing. What's his thing? Non-wounded scoundrel within 4. Was he within 4? Yeah, he was. So yeah, we'll just give it to Wingard. They may dash, don't need it. Remove conditions, so I'll give them the expose. Okay. Then, oh yeah, I didn't do the sabak shift thing. Or the hedge bets. Oops. Forgot about that one, but it's not gonna matter. So I do take cover and move. And that gets me that point for 4 points, and that's a win for the Rebels. So, the Rebel team performed quite well. I'd say Han and Chewie are very, very good team there. Very good support. That ability to reposition after a combat action, even though it's only one of them, that really allowed me to move them around a lot and get them wherever I needed them to be. So very solid there. They're also full health. They they got a wound, which gave me a refresh. So yeah, very much a solid unit there. Luke was fine. He gave out a reposition, which also helped with them getting where they needed to go. So rescue box definitely solid. Didn't get the most out of his rerolls. That's fine. It's a pretty small bubble. And was able to, the thing that's kind of unique about him as a 3-point secondary, he actually can use the extra movement on himself, which was very nice in that last turn I had with him, because I could just reposition him over and be able to use a focus action if I wanted. Whereas Stormtrooper Sergeant, you can't use the extra movement on himself. Even Stormtrooper Lieutenant, who's a 4-point figure, has no extra movement to use on himself. I can't even use Dogged Assault to give him a take cover action after his combat action, because it has to be another allied unit, another allied Stormtrooper. So definitely disappointing when it comes to Stormtrooper Lieutenant. Snow Troopers, really, the late shoves are throughout most of this list, I would say. Snowtroopers with only first shove on 3. Same with the Stormtroopers and Snowtroopers. Even though Snowtroopers have the potential of an extra shove, but you're just not getting there. Lieutenant and Sergeant both have it on 2, so could get there. They literally have the same combat tree. Just replacing the pin with a hit on 1 and 2 So yeah, like same combat tree, but and the removing a condition was wasted from his tactic. I don't think I did that on um, either of his turns. So Stormtrooper Sergeant's tactic was more useful, being able to give out the advances. Yes, they take a damage, but at least both characters get advances. Um, so yeah, pretty much as expected. The points, 4 points for Snowtrooper Lieutenant versus 3 points for Stormtrooper Sergeant. Um, don't that doesn't make a lot of sense, obviously, honestly. Um, like none of his abilities work on himself. Not even commanding presence. It's only allied Galactic Empire troopers, and he's not a trooper. Small bubble within 3, and they don't even like they change a condition to a damage rather than like it's not like they're immune to any conditions or anything like that. Um, so yeah, this list definitely did not fire for me. I've seen people talking about this list as something that they're having fun with and good results from. Of course, this is the first time trying Veers box, so you know, maybe I'm not utilizing it as efficiently as I could, but I am familiar with this squad. Been kind of trying to swap out Stormtroopers, try out Fifth Brother instead. Definitely feels like an upgrade. And honestly, Death Trooper Escort, definitely an upgrade on Lieutenant. And honestly, I like the ISBs better than the Snowtroopers because they at least have a shove on 2. And in my experience, they've been getting those 2 steps through fairly consistently. So a lot of units that I would replace on this side of the board. But hopeful, like the Rebels side of things, I feel like these 2 boxes went together not too badly. Han and Chewie are a scoundrel, so that helps Lando's box. No more spies for them, but there's kind of no other spies anyway. Lando, I mean, he only got really one. His activations weren't super impactful. Sure, he moved up and took a shot, didn't get to flip a point. He already put conditions on himself because I picked it first, so I'd have to experiment a little more with Lando. Lobot was good, early shove like that. Potential to give out some focuses that never did happen, but potential. Wingard took some shots. Again, they've got shoves on 3, so not the best, but they do have a reposition on 3, which could be handy as well. So the main standout from Lando's box, I think, is Lobot. But rescue box, very solid. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that. We got to try out 2 of the newly released boxes, as well as Rescue Box, which was back in August, but I haven't had a chance to try that out. And so I think I'll continue putting up polls, get you guys feedback, what you guys are interested in, and that'll guide me in trying out new stuff. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.